Good evening. I formally welcome you all to the 14th session of MAND. The topic that we're discussing today is that in the given global scenario, how relevant is the country of origin?
I think the first part is that most consumers will always use the rational side when they come to select products. So it's really my wallet, my propensity to pay, why I like a product. I think those are aspects that will always be part of our personalities. I think these little spikes of patriotism and, why should I buy Chinese will be dictated by current geopolitical circumstance. You've got a fixed budget. You're going to maximize your price value proposition, right? So, all the rhetoric of national pride, etc., might be relegated to the background. Country of origin gives a certain value. It's the brand, the country brand that actually permeates down or kind of offers its equity down to products from that company, country.
Entire issue of country branding. What you bring onto the table as in terms of the heritage or your reputation built over a period of time. Brand, just like Japan also had to work once upon a time very hard to make, even earlier, before the Chinese came, a Japanese product was looked down upon. But they looked at the country brand and made Japanese product something which people aspire for. And that way, to make an Indian product, people to have that respectability or credibility, the country has to work on it, and it should make a difference.
Those are the 3 points. I think it's the age. We are globally integrated, so I really think therefore country of origin becomes less important. And the second is the age profile. The millennials, I don't think care.
Country of origin indirectly that's going to assume higher importance because the whole new generation of consumers are thinking about things like climate change, thinking about racism and larger, human areas, thinking about inequality. And all of these are factors that are directly attributable to countries as either they are doing a good job or not doing a good job.
Looking at design very clearly, I think I would say the conformity bias would continue with customers saying Scandinavian design or European design or Italian design would drive them. So I find customers very agnostic to country of origin at this point in time. It would need possibly a long period of say 3 to 5 years, not in the now, but in the near and far, for them to have some kind of bias against China or
managed, converted, or because they do not have any affinity towards a particular country of origin or a brand. Here it is, the concept is about affordability, budget, availability.
I would say going forward, countries consciously, their trade and commerce bodies need to cultivate certain values which will become relevant to a growing audience. In the not so distant future, I would say a young person, if he has a choice of buying something from a China, Saudi Arabia, and India, should say, hey, this is a democracy I value. There is respect for human rights. I could make this choice, right? To some extent. So I think a lot of the softer aspects of country branding will start becoming an element in consumers' choice going forward. And sooner or later, countries are going to realize that that's how it is.
They're very cost-centric purchases. So while you're saying, yes, buy local, but if local is costing me more than to buy something that's mass-produced, then no consumer would go for that. Something that's being showcased more here is, I think, sustainability and ethical practices. Support local stores. They want to support Black stores. You want to support ethnicity, multicultural, so stuff like that.
There are some brands which were selling in India. Instead of writing made in China, they used to fool people by saying made in PRC. Right? Haters of Chinese products, the consumers. It is very easy to fool them. I think this Chinese hate is nothing new, and it is just little amplified right now with the current political and medical situation. It will ease off after some time.
They care far more about values than they care about country of origin. We've got an activism element coming into consumer behavior, which was unheard of 50, 20 years ago to this extent. A lot of brands are having to shake things up because they never really took that place to think about their values, and suddenly their consumers are asking them, what are your values?
Yeah, India, they're trying to push a nationalist movement forward, which is realistic in India because we have the capability.
People do want an alternative. It seems people are actually asking, is there an Indian brand? And now, I mean, okay, both products are made in China, but the brand is Indian. So Aman Gupta says that, at least we are 50% there, the brand is Indian, production may be there. And he says we'll move manufacturing to India, wokeness may be gaining ground, but consumers are also practical.
At that stage, maybe the country's brand does not matter when you get onto the, the high-tech products, where the brand of the product itself matters at a very much rational and emotional level. For many years, this country brand as a brand and a product as a brand, they will make some connection subconsciously somewhere in the purchase when the consumer does. You need to categorize what product and therefore what kind of purchase habit a consumer would do in a target audience that you are really talking about.
Layman point of view, this litmus test has already happened in India. If you see 3-4 years back, Patanjali invaded with a Western and Swadeshi mindset. There's been a paradigm shift from a Western brand like a HUL to a brand, a Swadeshi brand like Patanjali, and did pricing play a factor in that, or it was the emotional quotient which played a factor in that?
Because the country of origin can be superseded by things like environment friendly, taking all kinds of conditions into account where the practices are ethical, etc. And sustainable practices are followed. If those are satisfied, I think people tend to forgive your country of origin.
Economics and a brand is a sub-product of an economic environment. I'm fine if activism drives economics, because it also works as a knock on the door for a lot of brands to do things right and to keep themselves on their toes. But I have a problem in the current narrative where politics defines economics.
Particular take on this thing is, I think country of origin only matters in a case where the country has done enough to create a sort of a value for the product or the brand that comes out of there.
For us marketers, the lesson is in how we handle the brands. There is a country of origin is an important part of the perception that the customer carries, or it could be, sort of dealt with in a manner that, it sort of doesn't matter to the customer. I think it's the brand's origins and the brand's handling that is important. I think at the end of the day, what matters is good branding done smartly. That's what counts.